Hi, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to have a bit more of a casual video. We're going to be looking at some VHS tapes that I got from an estate sale the other day. Just kind of watch a couple minutes of each, kind of see where they're at in the film. Because one of the things about VHS, if you don't recall, or if you're a little too young for this technology, so basically you have the tape right here that winds through here. If you have more tape on this side, that means it's closer to the beginning. More tape has to go through here, and then you get the little turner heads that go through there. So let's check this out. We're going to start with The Parent Trap. This is one of my favorite movies from that era. So basically the story is that these two girls, and it's we had two Lindsay Lohans back then. They were sisters and they got separated. One parent took one, the other one took the other one. And they end up meeting at a summer camp and figuring out that they're identical twins. So that's a great story. So
I thought this was a boys' camp.
okay. So that shows up pretty well there. And, oh, yeah, there's Lindsay Lohan. So one of them is an American, one of them's a British, or a Brit. And they get to know each other, and they end up pulling pranks on people. And they end up swapping, so one goes home to the wrong one, and one goes home to this one. They gotta figure out their accents, the piercings, and everything.
How can you tell? You didn't know how to grab your duffel before the age tossed into the heat. I would say you need some serious help. Thanks, it's the big yellow one.
Yeah, turn this up a little bit, so.
Whoa, now that's my kind of woman. Yo, Tanya girl! Could you give me a hand with my duffel? It's the yellow one, Birdie. Wait a minute.
Yeah, you could tell she was a child star that was gonna go places.
No problem.
Incredible acting at that age.
Hey, you're from California.
Just wasn't another Disney star. Like, she really had poise, the intelligence. She's incredible.
Been to Hollywood. I live in Napa, that's Northern California, and I live next door to a vineyard. A what yard? A vineyard. It's where you grow grapes to make wine. That's what we do. Me and my dad.
Let's see if we can at least get to the other Lindsay Lohan.
Right here. Arapaho. That's who I am. Funny guys.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I only went to a church camp, the Generation Church. It was a cool camp, but we spent like half of it praying and worshiping. I wish we got to do more of the zip lining and mini golf, and you know, that could be a form of prayer itself, in my opinion. But it was always good to have the community and good to like have something to do in the summer rather than sit around and play video games all day. All right, here's the other Lindsay Lohan. Of course, she's got the butler, like the Richie Rich butler. Jesus, showing up to summer camp like that.
Well, here we are.
That's what you call incongruity. So we're not going to go through this whole thing, but yeah, that's the other Lindsay Lohan. And they did an amazing job when they had the two of them in the same scene. They would cut the two images together. So when we were watching as kids, we didn't know there were only one Lindsay Lohan. We thought there were two.
Vitamins.
Check.
Minerals.
Check.
Okay, we're not going to go through all that. So that was, let's see, and then you eject the tape right here. Da-da-da-da, eject. Come on, though. All right, now we got Airbud. Here we go. Put that one right there. Or actually, let's do it this way. Put the stack right here, and then we can just have the movie we're watching right here. Voila. All right, Airbud. So this is the dog that plays, I guess in this one is soccer. I think it was basketball in the other one. And there's technically not a rule that a dog can't play basketball or soccer. So apparently they have a dog that plays soccer. He just ran out onto the field and started playing and impressed them, so they're gonna have a dog play soccer. That's why this is like a supernatural movie. This dog is some like great old wizard from like ancient Japan. It's like an incarnation in a dog. Oh, Smokey, you see the dog. Smokey loves watching animals on screen, especially live action. Ah, clean pick. And honestly, for a sports movie, that's pretty good shots. I like how they did that. You see the color went a little off right here. So this is what happens if you have you're storing the tape like in a warm garage or something like that. You'll get these like bands that happen, and that means the black tape. Oh, there we go. Oh, they got all the little puppy earbuds. Right, come on. For a ball. It's gotta be last second. Bam, bam, bam. There he goes. Go, Airbud. Oh. Okay. There we go. Last second. I did not see that coming. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, that's enough for Airbud. We're going to leave on a high moment right there. Good, Airbud. Pets. Okay, good. All right. Smokey, what are you looking at? You're looking at the iPad. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. I have a joke I can make about that, but since we're doing kids stuff, I'll hold my tongue. All right, so chitty, chitty, bang, bang. So I looked at the Wikipedia last night about this, and one really fascinating thing. Look very closely, see if I can get it close. Ian Fleming. So it's the dude that wrote James Bond, who actually wrote Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. That was his like children's novel or short story. This is Dick Van Dyke. That's out of a eccentric inventor with a couple kids, and this lady almost runs down the kids because they're skipping school, and she drives them home. She's like, I better have a few things to say to your father if you're going to be skipping. But see, he's teaching them how to be rebels. It's not about not going to school or going to school. It's about learning what you need to learn. Most of the time you need to go to school, but when it's time not to go to school, you shouldn't go to school. You'll know when that is if you have wisdom. Oh, there's Dick Van Dyke.
Just in time.
Those do not look like suitable wings. I don't know how those wings help in the slightest. What on earth is he up to?
Rockets! Rockets?
Stand back. Keep clear.
And then the rest of the movie, they're grieving his death. Like, they had to watch this, and then he goes off and horrible flames. Oh.
Does he know what he's doing? Of course he does.
Of course he does. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's a good bit. Then he turns around, but then it starts working. Now, really, you can just stop running. Just take off the strap.
Somebody should do something about it. Hold on! Wait there!
Good kid.
Thank you.
Well, I should hope so. You might have gone up in flames.
Madam, I took that into consideration. The suit is completely flame-proof.
Oh, dear.
You have...
All right, that's Dick Van Dyke in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. All right, now we're doing American Tail. So this is one of the later ones, The Treasure of Manhattan Island. The one I knew was the Wild West one, and that was one of my key films of my early film scholarship. But yeah, so basically, a little mouse goes on the adventure. There's a big cat who's supposed to be the enemy. He's supposed to eat mice, but he doesn't. All right. So this happens occasionally. You get the wrong tape, or you get like something weird. This one says Karen HGTV. Milo. Well, we're gonna see what it is. Probably some tape, something recorded over. So we got it about here. Oh. It's Harry Potter. Okay, well, I guess we're watching a little bit of Harry Potter.
I don't know how you three found
This is the first one, right?
I'm sure you're just perfect.
Yeah, I think it's the first one.
No, but you go back to your dormitories.
Rest in peace. She was incredible. I loved her on Downton Abbey, which was a show I did love. I loved Downton Abbey. I love the upstairs, downstairs drama stuff. I think it's fascinating.
That was no strange accident. It was Snape, which means
Of course.
he knows how to get past Fluffy. And with Dumbledore gone.
Oh, I want to recommend again.
Now,
Rest in
what would
peace.
3 young Gryffindors, such as yourselves, be doing inside on a day like this?
He was so intimidating in this movie. And of course, we thought of him as the bad guy.
Up to something.
The only thing is that wig really looks like a wig.
Now what do we do?
Alright. So one of the cool things about VHS back in the days, you could record stuff. You had this little button down here, the record button. So while you were watching something on TV, you could plug it in, hit the record button. The only thing is every now and then it wouldn't work. It would record something else or just record nothing, and then you just deleted your tape. Alright, now we got to go Nickelodeon. So, yeah, I love Disney, and I grew up on the Disney Channel and Nickelodeon, but I'll always be a Nickelodeon kid. That's kind of more my jam. I'm definitely a Disney scholar. My era is basically everything from Snow White up to Fantasia 2000 for the standard feature animated films, like through the shorts areas, the 40s up to Disney's death, the middle era, and then of course the Disney Renaissance, which is that was my specialty in the 90s itself. I was a Disney scholar back then as well, and I would watch tapes again and again to study the storylines and the mythology and everything and the psychological implications. I was young, but I understood this stuff. Alright, Harriet the Spy, Michelle Trachtenberg, again, she died so young, and yeah, we loved her back then. Oh, okay, so this is one of the, I think, the inciting incident. Her journal fell out, and it's got all the private stuff about other people, and they're gonna find it, and it's gonna be a big thing. Like, that's all her friends playing, and then some jerk kid who got the private journal. Almost like with Hey Arnold, with Helga, her secret crush. They show her like a poem, and they're gonna find it. Hey Arnold's gonna find it and find out that she has a crush on him. There was always the private journal or something like that we were afraid of being found out back then. That was like the big storyline. And I think so. She's like a spy or something in this one. Yeah, it's a Nickelodeon movie.
Where's the notebook? What? My notebook!
Yep. Yeah. You know, maybe if you have a notebook, don't write private on it. Put something boring, like math homework or something.
Harriet Anderson thinks she's so cool because she spent her summer vacation growing boobs.
Growing boobs?
Okay. Okay. The socks is a man with mystery.
That's a nice shot. Oh, she was in Lost World. That's the girl in Lost World.
Is wanting to be Marion Hawthorne. Jealous. It's pure jealous.
Okay, you just gotta bum rush this. Screw it. Get in there. Grab it.
You heard her, Marion. Give it back before I pound you into the cement.
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm so scared. Hey, maybe there is something in here for you.
Oh, turn her against the friends. That's a smart move. Oh, got the Kubrick stare. All right, we're gonna stop it there. No.
Jamie really creeps me out. I wonder if she'll grow up to be a total nutcase.
Oh shit! You did not. Oh, then the other kid. Get the other kid.
That's her best friend. I'm Beth.
Burn
I
book.
wish someone would kick Beth Ellen.
Oh, I had the ass word.
Laura.
PG.
Laura Peters. Her face looks totally pinched. If I were the purple socks?
What about the
I
kid?
can't.
Oh, I've seen he's in stuff.
Something else. Cut it out, Marion.
What, Peter?
Oh, maybe there's something in here for sport.
No.
Sport? Shut up. Fine then, I'll read it right out loud so everybody can hear. No.
At the close
Sport
up.
is so poor, he can't even afford food. Why can't his father just get a real job? Oh, and get this as well.
Oh, he's a
One
Kenny.
day, I have to pretend he dropped $1 just so he can afford some milk.
Oh.
Ooh, harsh. Sport. I gotta go.
Oh.
Spaghetti night. I gotta make spaghetti. I can't stay here anymore.
Yeah. That's spaghetti now. Well, sorry, we'll leave it on a low note right there, but that's the inciting incident, so it makes the whole movie. But man, that that was bad. That was bad. Busted. Alright, now we're on to The Secret of NIMH. That was interesting. So, I vaguely remember this one. So it's the same guy that did All Dogs Go to Heaven, Land Before Time, and The American Tailor right there. And we do have the right tape this time. Oh yeah, that's very, very trippy. Very good artwork on this one. This is one of the good Don Bluth ones. There we go. How you doing, Smokey? Good kitty. He loves like VHS tape, anything with printers. Oh wow. Oh, it's his life alert.
Courage of the heart is very rare. The stone has a power when it's there.
Oh. What the? I have no idea what's going on. Okay. String goes back. Let's turn it down a little bit. That's great animation. It's beautiful effects. I believe this is all still in the hand-drawn era. No CGI help. All cell element animation. Ark of the Covenant? I have no idea. But we got the box, got out of the lava. Trippy animation. Okay, what's in the box? What's in the box? Alright, we're gonna find out. No, Smokey. Alright, we lost Smokey. Alright, well, I guess that's a good thing. Line that one there. Then we got one last one. Let's see, I vaguely remember this one too. Little Princess. So this one, it's kind of cool. It still has this genuine brass locket, which is a replica from the film. So hang on to that. Let's see here. This one is Little Princess. Interesting. This one's rated G, so we're not going to get the ass word in this one like a Harriet. Alright, let's see.
You have no relations to speak of. This puts me in a terrible position.
She looks
What are you
familiar.
staring at? Don't you understand what I'm saying? You are alone in the world. Unless I decide to keep you here. Out of charity.
Authoritarianism, right there. Yeah, it's just like the teacher, Miss Turnbull from Matilda.
Because of the belongs to me. Your clothes, your toys, everything.
Ooh.
Though it will hardly make up for the financial losses I have suffered. From now on, you must earn your room and board here. You will move to the attic with Becky and work as a
Becky.
servant.
Becky.
If you fail to meet the standards of this institution, or if you don't do as you're told, you'll be thrown out.
Authoritarianism.
The streets of this city are not
Rule with the
kind
iron
to homeless
fist.
victims.
Smokey, what are you doing? We're recording, Smokey. We're recording. I'll give you treats later.
Report to Mabel in the kitchen promptly at 5 a.m.
Oh, that's the
You're
locket.
arrested for taking this.
Oh.
You're lucky I let you keep that doll. We have the book. But another incident like this, and I will call the authorities.
The authorities. Shh.
I expect you to remember, Sarah Crew. You're not a princess any longer.
Okay, so it's like the kids from an unfortunate series of events where they kind of get knocked down to a lower status. Probably her parents died. I don't know the whole story for this one, but yeah. All right, well, kind of leaving her in dire straits, but I'm sure the movie figures itself out. It is G-rated, so there's got to be some kind of happy ending. But the point of these movies is that it doesn't have to be like happy all the way through. We're showing kids what happens in life. We just show it through like a kind of a quieter form, you know, something not as big, not as violent, but we deal with death, we deal with loss, we deal with pain, we deal with discomfort. And these movies kind of taught us that. And I feel like there was a bit more of this negative stuff in the older films. Like it's a little more washed clean in the new movies, but we need to still teach kids about death. We need to teach them about loss. Like I think one of the greatest Disney deaths was Mufasa. It was just right for like the level of that movie because he needed the big death. It was Hamlet with lions. Actually, on that note, I want to show you one other thing I did get from that haul that I just thought was really cool. I'll end it there. That's enough for the little princess. So, as I mentioned, I'm a little bit of a Disney scholar. I want to call myself a Disney adult. I'm not too up on what they're doing now and all the stuff, and just, you know, a little bit. But I got these books. I think I had these same ones as a kid. I'm going to be hanging on to these. I got like 12 of these. Like that's the picture I remember right there. So these are super high quality. It's like you got like full color prints straight from the movie. I just thought these were great. Simba laughed at Zazu. "I can't wait to be king," the cub shouted, and scampered away across the plains. Nala followed, and the two of them darted in and out of herds and escaped from Zazu. And that's the song, "I can't wait to be king." That one, Sword in the Stone. Oh, I love that one. The wizard. Yeah, I always remember the wizard as it was in Kingdom Hearts when you visit him. He's got like this underground cavern with his little hut. Oh yeah. Beautiful artwork and good layout. Like this is the proper layout. You can tell they didn't just throw this together. This is clean, interesting, and very, oh yeah. And then the kind of reminds me of the genie from Aladdin, and then of course Little Mermaid. This is good full colors. I love the color coordination on Ariel, like that whole movie. Just how the red always stands out, and the red of him, yellow, great mix right there, and then it's just always kind of a little green, turquoisey. Oh, okay. Found someone's homework. Let's see, what is this? Number your graph paper. Huh, and this. Someone's folded up note. Oh, dear. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, man, that's bad. That's really mean. I better not read that one aloud. That is, oh, yeah, I don't know how they could say those things. My God. So, Little Mermaid, last thing, and then we'll wrap up here. Yeah, beautiful artwork. I love that. And these, I'm not going to sell these. I'm going to hang on to these. I got like 12 of these. There we go. Yep. There we go. And this is Faust, right here. There's Mephistopheles. She is Faust. She wants to experience more of the world than she is, you know, experiencing under the ocean. She wants to go beyond. She wants to go onto the land. But it comes at a cost, and she has to sell her soul, which is still in the singing voice. So that is Gautier's Faust. Yeah. Oh, yeah, great. those things make me happy. When I was in, let's see, in 2018, that's when I did my big scholarship for the Disney film. So in 1 year, I watched every single feature animated Disney film between Snow White, which was the first one, and that's major triumph if you ever watched the making of that, all the way up through the Fantasia 2000. That's kind of where I cut it off. Because it's after that, the Disney, they're still making great films. Like, they got the CGI films, there's so many. You know, Frozen's good. It's got a couple crappy songs, but it's got the Let It Go, and it's got amazing animation, good story, good characters. But it's just after, like, what is it, the Atlantis one, it just kind of fell off a little bit. Like, it got a little too big. And it's not like a thing you mourn, because Disney, they moved on, they got bigger and bigger. Now they're doing way more than just these stories. Like, it's a huge enterprise, and it's just they can't go back. You can't recreate the past. You know, everything moves on. And I haven't really watched what they've done recently. I'm sure they're great movies, great story. I mean, they're Disney. Disney's going to give you a standard product, but it's never going to be like it was in the 90s. You can never go back to that. That is like the height of Disney. And then while Walt Disney was still alive, some of the great films that are being done then. I love the 40s, the shorts one, like the Three Caballeros, I think Melody Time, and that's where you get, like, I think there's a lot of great ones, the Frog one and a few other ones. But yeah, I love those films, just be able to, like, go up and curl up with one of those. I haven't watched them in a while. 2018 is my year for that, but I did complete it. I watched every single one. It was about 50 films, and I went through them. And seeing them in rapid fire, you really see the breakdown, like the mythological breakdown of each one and what they're doing. And that was basically my early mythology. I mean, the church is teaching me one thing, Disney was teaching me a similar thing. It was just through different symbols, you know, different stories, different mythologies, you know, and I thought it was beautiful. And that was really my childhood and, you know, dissertation on Disney. So yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for watching. This is, you know, it's one of my more casual videos. Just wanted to have one where we sit down and, you know, do some 90s stuff. So, yep. Well, thank you for tuning in. You have a great day.